second, but before we get there, yes, for a long time 4K TVs were the flagships and they had the highest level of technology. So what's interesting is that now consumers looking for the finest television they can buy are going to buy those 8K sets. When you look at the adoption rate of 4K, which is really pretty fantastic, I read a spec that over half of households will have a 4K set by this holiday, which is really remarkable. 8K might not be that fast, but again, what's interesting about that adoption rate is that consumers looking for high-end TVs were buying these things. So we're going to see a lot more of that going forward. So let's dig into this a little bit more, though. You were specking out some of the things that make for some of those high-end TVs. Can we dig a little bit more into what makes the 8K TVs that consumers are going to see some of the finest TVs that are available? What's the technology in those sets that consumers are really going to benefit from?
Yeah, so I would just add to that, when you look at what makes that picture so great, we actually have, for the first time, we have a rudimentary version of AI built into the set. So there's really machine learning going on, actually comparing images that are coming into a predetermined photo bank to make sure, is that photo accurate? Is that image right? Is that scene what it should be? So, so to the points of everyone here, there's a level of processing that we've never ever had before in a TV. And there's been 4K upscaling since the first 4K TV came out, but never to this type of degree.
Has there been AI in TVs before?
This is really, I think you're right on the edge with that, but you're seeing it in a meaningful fashion now.
When we talk about the AI, we've been introducing the kind of the machine learning type of technology back to 1997, second and ELC. Most probably that is the industrial fast machine learning type of technology, and also that's kind of a super resolution technology is one of the key points. But I think the interface performance and the processing performance and the display performance, the balance of those three elements is quite important. And also the processing, when we think about the processing, of course the up conversion is quite important, but also the bandwidth, internal bandwidth also is quite important. If the bandwidth is not enough, the system involves this noise, the calculation error. That could be a noise. Then the enough bandwidth is quite important. Since the performance of the 8K becomes much better than before, very tiny noise could be very visible. Then we need to be very much careful about that. Then we TV manufacturers are taking care about that very recently.